Today, the president tweeted if racist Elijah Cummings would focus more on his energy on helping the good people of his district and Baltimore itself, perhaps progress could be made in fixing the mess he has helped to create over many years of incompetent leadership. His radical oversight is a joke. Strong reaction today from people who live and work in Congressman Elijah Cummings' 7th District, which actually stretches into Howard and Baltimore counties.
Oh, I don't think they were kind words that he said. The president is really not being the man that he's supposed to be. The things he said about Baltimore, about the rats and everything, if he feels that concerned about it, why don't he do anything about it?
I mean, I think that he's not someone who reads. He's not someone, so it's not based on anything besides just like what everything else that he says is based on, which is just his own ignorance and racism.
City Council President Brandon Scott took to the airways condemning the president's tweets.
We can't allow this to be about Donald Trump. We have to be this about the fact that he's the president of this country, and instead of helping Baltimore, he's beating down an American city, which is something that is un-American and unfitting of the president of the United States.
White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney told Fox News Sunday the president's tweets are not racist. He says Trump is defending himself against lies told by Cummings about the situation of the Mexican border. Quote, "It has absolutely zero to do with race," end quote. Neither the Maryland Republican Party nor Republican Congressman Andy Harris have responded to our request for comment. Baltimore residents acknowledge the city needs help, not criticism.
The reaction is that our city is in crisis. I've lived here for 21 years in the city by choice. And as much as it hurts to hear things about our city that we love and cherish dearly, our city is in need for help.
Back live now, Congressman Cummings declined to be interviewed. His staff referred us to his tweet. "Mr. President, I go home to my district daily. Each morning I wake up and I go and fight for my neighbors. It is my constitutional duty to conduct oversight of the executive branch, but it is my moral duty to fight for my constituents." Reporting live from Midtown, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.